Hey you guys, I wanted to show you a little trick that I figured out with Twiml, Twimlets and Twimlbins. You probably used Twimlets before, and what happens is you get a long URL that you paste in, but you can actually turn that URL into Twiml and use it in a Twimlbin, and I'll show you how to do that. And then you can add other actions to it, sending an SMS or making a phone call or something like that outside of the actual Twiml. So anyway, go to voicemail, and what we're going to do is take a voicemail, have a little greeting, and then we're going to have it email the recording link and a transcription to an email address. So simply have to go there, put in your email address, which just put your email at youremaildomain.com. Please leave a message after the beep. Now you could put a recording URL, MP3 URL right there. You don't have to have this say, but I'm going to show you how to do this, and then we'll beef up the Twiml a little bit with maybe a different speaker, different language, whatever. So we want to transcribe it, and that'll be true. So what you do is you get this, and you can certainly take this and copy it and paste it into your voice URL. But what we're going to do is head over to Twimlbin, and we're going to, actually before we do that, we need to just paste it into our browser so we get something like this, and I'll show you what we get. Okay, let me move this around a little bit so you can see. Okay, so when you paste this in your browser, you basically get Twiml. There is no XML file thing telling it it's an XML file yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to take that Twiml. You can see that it turns it into say and record, transcribe, callback, and so on. So we're going to copy that, and then we're going to head over to Twimlbin. And what we want to do is, I did something earlier, so we want to just paste it right below the XML version thing there. So here it is. We get the say, please leave a message after the beep, exactly what I typed in there. Now what it's going to do is basically use twimlets.com/voicemail, and it's going to email the recording. As you can see, record transcribe equals true. So you basically get Twiml that you can now modify. So let's say we want a women's voice, say voice equals women, and we want the language to be in British. We want a British lady talking, so ENGB, that's English, Great Britain. So now we get, rather than the guys talking, see, so basically by putting into the Twimlbin you can modify what you want there. And you could actually put an action here. Let's say you wanted it to send an SMS message or make a phone call to a different number, letting you know that you've got something and to check your email. So you could put action equals, and then that URL will basically be executed in this Twiml. So in this Twimlbin anyway. So that's basically it. Now you take the Twimlbin URL, which is much shorter than the Twimlet URL, and paste it into your voice URL inside your Twilio account. So I hope that makes sense. Now once you get to here, if you're used to working with something as far as Twiml goes, you could do play here, and you can have an URL of MP3 here, and rather than say, you could play an URL from here. So it's much easier to actually modify the Twiml than having to deal with that long Twimlet URL. So I hope that helps you and gives you some ideas and makes it easier to work with this stuff.